If you've ever felt like you're not getting the support you need, or you're just struggling and you don't really feel like you have people around you that help you succeed in business, that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about how you can get the support you need so that your landscaping business does not fail. I'm excited to share all these resources and all the lessons that I've learned over the years. And so let's dive in. I'm Gabe Arnold, and this is the Green Mountain Podcast. We are the champions who brave the elements to create beauty. We see chaos and create order. We are never afraid of hard work, and we understand the power of strategic thinking and intentional actions. We come from all walks of life, and we will never allow our past to determine our future potential. We create beauty around the homes of our customers and increase the value of our community with the work that we do every day. We understand the power of consistent branding because it helps us grow and serve all those around us. We practice effective sales so our company, employees, and community can benefit from the value we add. We intentionally invest in operational habits that help us deliver excellent results to our customers on a continual basis. We understand that powerful and beautiful things take time to grow, and with consistent watering and intention, amazing results can happen. We are committed to making the world a better place by being positive examples to all those around us. We don't allow anyone to look down on us because we know the value we bring to our community as leaders. We create positive workplaces for our employees so they feel safe and supported, and at the same time, we hold ourselves to high standards. We pursue excellence on a daily basis because we know the journey is worth the sacrifice. We are the protectors of the land. We are the guardians of beauty. We are the heroes. We are landscapers. You probably have heard some of these stats before, but within 5 years, half of all small businesses fail. And that's a pretty scary stat when we start up a business. And it's something pretty sobering to go, man, like there's a pretty high potential that I could fail. But as entrepreneurs, as business owners, when we get out there, there's a lot of reasons that I've seen people get into business. For me, there was some cases where I didn't have an alternative. I'm not very employable. I've learned that over the years. I'm not great at working for other people. So that was one challenge for me. Other times I've been in positions or seen clients in position where there's just nothing else out there that they love doing or that they really feel qualified for doing. And so we go, you know what? I'm going to risk it. I'm going to dive in and I'm going to break off on my own and I'm going to start a business. And the scary part is, like we said a minute ago, half of businesses are going to fail within 5 years. And there's a lot of reasons for that. But one of the bigger factors that a lot of people don't talk about as much, because there's definitely things with financial management. There's definitely things with making sure you have consistent branding. There's all the things that we talk about in the CEO method. But also one of the things that is a huge factor is that sometimes we don't get the support we need. We don't get the right support. There are times, and I'm always grateful when I see this, and I've been grateful for when I have this in my life, that we get support from family and friends, or other people, in our, kind of our peer group before we started the business. But there's other times where, and this is more common because I hear about this more and I've experienced it more myself. We'll tell somebody, oh yeah, I own this business, or I'm going into business. And they try to talk us out of it, or they laugh at us, or they say, you'll never be successful. And they may say that directly, or they may say that in so many words, or just how they treat you or respond to you. And that can be really damaging, and it can be really discouraging. And one of the things I realized is that those people say those things because they're not the type of person who's willing to risk it all to have a business and to aim at that big goal and that dream of climbing the Green Mountain, building a huge business, getting to the $10 million mark or harder. They're not even willing to risk attempting that because they could fail. And as entrepreneurs, we fail all the time. It's a normal part of our life. And we build up kind of like this tolerance or this, immunity to failure because we know, if we fail, we'll learn and we'll keep growing. But when you have to fail in order to learn and grow, that's a part of business and a part of growth. And then on top of that, if you have too many negative people around you discouraging you or telling you to get out of it or you shouldn't be doing this, that can be incredibly damaging. And that's why it's really important to make sure you get the right support around you. Having a community, having a mastermind, having a space where you truly feel understood, that gives us, just the time and space to vent about the challenges we're having, or to ask questions and say, how would you solve this? And you're talking to people that actually understand, instead of, a friend or maybe a family member who's just an employee somewhere else. They don't know what it's like to be in your position. It doesn't make you better or them better. It just means that you're not connected, you're not aligned. And so they're not going to be able to understand. And so as we go through this week of the show and talk about mindset and talk about how we can take care of ourselves and talk about these kind of maybe more intangible or kind of things that are a factor, it's important to realize that having a community around you is one of the best things you can do for yourself. It allows us to win. It allows us to, again, have that space where we feel really understood, and the collective intelligence of a bunch of landscapers all together, or even just people in the home services space. You can get support from, other trades as well at times. Having those people around you will inspire you, encourage you. You'll get ideas and answers and support that you're not necessarily going to find somewhere else. It's one of the main reasons why we created our mastermind. And it's something that we've put together purely with the goal of just offering you the support and guidance, no matter what stage of the journey you're on up the Green Mountain. It's just, we know that in order to get there, you're going to need community. You can't do it all alone and have all the best ideas and have all the answers and have the emotional support from yourself. You need to have that emotional support. You need to have good ideas. You need to have people encouraging you and saying, oh yeah, I've had challenges like that with customers. Here's how I solved it and ended up serving them anyway. Or, you know what, I've dealt with those challenges with employees. Here's what I did. Or, you know what, I've had those days where I just feel a ton of anxiety, or I feel depressed, or I feel discouraged sometimes, and I don't even know why, because things seem like they're going good, but I'm upset. Those are all normal entrepreneurial, feelings that we have. And when we have people around us that understand us, it allows us to grow and change and improve. And it's one of the big factors that can impact us either succeeding and, beating those odds of being, half of the businesses that don't make it past 5 years. It's one of those things that if we have that support, it's going to push us through and help us through those hard times. And it's just what we're all about here at Landscape Marketing Hero, helping landscapers, have the support and guidance they need. We have a mastermind you can learn all about at landscapemarketinghero.com. But regardless if you choose to work with us and be a part of our mastermind or not, I'm not here to sell you on anything today. What I am here to tell you is that I would encourage you to make sure that you make an intentional investment of time, maybe a little bit of money as well, in a community that's going to support you. Because when you have that, things are going to get easier and you won't feel so alone. The entrepreneurial journey can feel very lonely if we don't have this, but it's as simple as realizing, oh, I need some help and support. So I'm going to reach out and ask, for that support and help from people that actually understand me. And I'm not going to expect other people in my life that are employees of their places and don't have entrepreneurial experience to understand what it's like, because we're just walking two different paths, even though we're friends or family or things like that. So I would just ask you today to stop for a minute. Just ask yourself, where is my community? Where am I getting support? And am I getting enough support? If you're not, if you need help with that, reach out. We'd love to serve and help you. I appreciate you taking time to tune in today, and I look forward to seeing you on tomorrow's show. If you're ready to begin your journey up the Green Mountain, where we show you how to build a low-stress, high-profit, $10 million per year landscaping company, then head over to landscapemarketinghero.com to download your free growth map. One of our guides will be there to help you along the way. Again, that's landscapemarketinghero.com.